There's a hack to garnering female attention that almost feels unfair to know, and yet it is one of the simplest ideas you can absorb and implement in your life. The world we live in has become so conditioned to capitalizing on every desire we have and encouraging us to engage in a consumerist pleasure fest, because this is how the system works. And the same is true for the powerful male lustful instinct and desire. Look around you and take note of every time your innate masculine desire for sex is used to market and sell you things. But this is just the start, because the last 10 years and the smartphone revolution have created a generation of billions of men hooked to online dopamine and trapped in an inescapable cycle of seed depletion that is chipping away at their masculinity. Understand that this is the world you live in. Walking around you are almost zombified men who have become used to shooting out their most vital reproductive fluid pathetically at a few pixels on a screen. Most men today no longer have the spark in their eyes, the light on their skin, or the fire in their hearts that masculinity should be synonymous with. Instead, there are hollowed-out workhorses trying to make ends meet and giving in to their carnal desires, ultimately at their own peril. This is the modern male predicament, and it is exacerbating every passing year. Now imagine you're a woman in the modern dating market, confronted with thousands of potential dating prospects, but none with that masculine fire that makes her stop and notice. Every guy she comes across has just gotten off watching The Hub last night and is awkward and autistic in the way he speaks to her. His eyes wander southward and he can't even hold proper eye contact. He is afraid and insecure inside and does not know how to charm a woman in real life after having been exposed to hours of adult content and depleting his seed dry. Women are innately repulsed by a man who does not preserve his life force and walks around an empty shell of the man he could have been. There are very good evolutionary reasons for why that is, and it should be more than enough to tell you the direction you now must take. Here's the deal. In the sea of average depleted men, it is easier than ever to stand out. Seed retention is the holy grail of modern man, but only a small percentage are aware of this discipline. Retention has been advocated by some of the biggest names in sports and bodybuilding, from Mike Tyson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Lee, and Muhammad Ali. Its benefits are seen reverberating across the body when the vital nutrients that make up your seed are returned back to nourish your body instead of wastefully shot out on the bathroom floor. This means that the minerals and vitamins that your body naturally toils to collect and amalgamate into your seed can be redirected to your skin, hair, muscle mass, and a natural spring in your step from the improved mood and confidence. This is the external manifestation of an inner fullness, which everyone can see and notice, especially in a world where you are the odd one out for having the discipline to do so. Do you know what pheromones are? There is speculation if they play a role in human attractiveness, but it is the hormone secretion of mammals in their heat looking to seduce a potential mate. It is one of the most powerful and attractive forces, and is a great analogy when talking about the increase in female attention you get when you're on a long retention streak. There is no other way to describe it but an inexplicable and biological tug that pulls women towards you, captivating them with the charisma and energy you exude. Let me break down on a more practical level why seed retention has the ability to serve as the foundation stone for building yourself as an attractive and masculine man. Here's how it works. Men for all of human history have been driven by an innate desire to find women and reproduce. It is one of our primary biological imperatives. But that meant that you had to be the guy that could attract the women you wanted, or else you risked being sidelined by the more attractive prospects and eventually being selected out of the gene pool. This is the most terrifying predicament a man could find himself in, as he chased the sexual high of mating with a woman trying to make sure he was a man worthy of her attention. This for all of history has created a powerful synergy, with men trying to better themselves and acquiring resources to be the finest prospects for women, in hopes of securing the love and attention of a desirable woman. Fast forward to the modern world, and all that masculine ethic has been decimated beyond recognition. Look around at the world and the men that inhabit it. How many are on a self-improvement journey and going through the grueling discipline required to win the affection of real women? Very few. Most are simply hooked to an easier and cheaper way to get that gratification, which is viewing beautiful women on a tiny screen, shooting out your life force at the pixels and imagining a release with them. This is a pathetic unbecoming of what men were always meant to be, and a tragedy of the future prospects for men and masculinity. The problem is, it's easy and it's difficult to respect something that comes too easy. That release you chase should have been the culmination of a long and arduous process of becoming a high-value man and attracting a worthy woman into your life. Instead, it was instant gratification and release while you sat in the corner of your dark room. My experience with retention is a testament to the female attention it helps you garner. Women, like a needle pointing north, can't help but feel your presence when you walk into the room and orient their attention toward you. It comes from a combination of physical health and glow resulting from retaining vital nutrients inside, and the psychological effect of having conquered your temptations and the confidence that comes as a result. Understand one thing: women are tuned to every small gesture, behavior, tone, body language, and energy that men find hard to contemplate. It's impossible to fake the energy of a high-value man when you aren't one. It's simply one of the gifts of feminine intuition that women have honed in over thousands of years of evolution and natural selection. And is this intuition that will make her sense the vital life force flowing through you and gravitate towards it like a moth to a flame. All it takes is a degree of self-restraint and a quest to stand out from the masses of depleted men, and you will find yourself more sociable, charismatic, and likable among men and women alike. Understand that this is one of the easiest ways of gaining an edge over the vast majority of men, who live lives of constant depletion that sucks out the light from their eyes and leaves them resembling a dried, lifeless leaf with no color or vibrancy to exude. And that is the degeneracy and weakness that spills over into every aspect of your life, including women who can see straight through you. It falls upon you to take the reins of your own life and develop the self-restraint and discipline that will help you ascend averageness and become the top 1% man you were destined to be. If that sounds interesting, consider subscribing to the channel and like the video to see more amazing content. Videos like this are the culmination of years of personal experience against the backdrop of extensive knowledge. It is wisdom like this that will give you the definitive edge over the competition and build you into an irresistibly attractive and confident masculine man. Stay strong and stay humble.